What up, guys? Welcome back to Tough Puff. It's John speaking, and I'm gonna try to make this a quick video because I am kind of sick, which is why I'm talking so softly. So this would be a Manectric Bats Wobbuffet deck. If you're going to cities this week, you can expect to see this deck is gaining quite a bit of popularity. So alright, let's get started. You got 3 Manectric EXs. So Manectric, you can expect to use both the attacks. The first one for 1 energy does overrun 20 to the active and 20 to 1 to their bench Pokemon. The next is 1 lightning and 1 colorless energy does assault laser, does 60 damage plus 60 more if they have a tool cartridge attached to them. Right, so that's our main attacker. Next we run the bat line. We run 4, 4, 3. It is quite a thick line, but we're going to use a lot of gold bat and Crobat drops with assault laser to try to do hit perfect numbers and knockouts. Also, Crobat is a pretty decent attacker too. Next we have 3 Wobbuffets. This is your preferred starter to disrupt their turns. If you start with this, they pretty much can Shaman the first turn. They can't really set up their board, and they have a really good hand. And attack Psychic Assault. This attack does 10 damage plus 10 more for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So with Manectric Overrun, Gold Bat drops, and Crobat drops, Wobbuffet can actually be a pretty decent attacker in this deck. We have 2 Shamans for draw power. We all know what this card does, and the promo Jirachi. And you guys know how I feel about this card. It's really good. For 1 energy, does 10 damage. Discard a special energy, attach your opponent's active Pokemon. If you do, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So pretty much stops Toad and guaranteeing a right in its tracks. Alright, that's a Pokemon. Next will be our supporters. So first we have 4 Professor Sycamore, pretty much the best and only draw power we have in this format right now. 1 Giovanni Scheme. For those of you who don't know what Giovanni Scheme does, it has 2 options. First option is draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. Not very good unless you have 1 or 2 cards in your hand. And the second is during this turn, your Pokemon's attack does 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So really good way to amp up your attacker for the turn. 1 Judge, and Judge is the only way you can shuffle your opponent's hand, just in case they have a late game Lysander or they have a really good hand and you need them to shuffle it. Also, if you go first and you set your whole board up without playing a supporter and you play this could really corrupt your opponent, and the reason I know that is because it has been done to me. 1 Hex Maniac to stop abilities, 2 Lysanders to pull up Pokemon, pull up Shamans and do Assault Laser, knock them out, easy 2 prizes. 1 AZ, this is mainly to pick with the bat line, and we use the bats, we use Sneaky Bites and Surprise Bites, and 4 VS Seekers to get all these back. Alright, for the rest of the item cards, we run 4 Ultra Ball, self-explanatory, pretty much all decks run this. Get any Pokemon you want, drop hand size down for Shamans. 4 Super Scoop Ups, this is to pick up the bat line, reuse the bats, or you can pick up heavily damaged Pokemon. And for the tool card, we run 3 Muscle Bands to amp up our attacks. Sorry, a little bit out of order right now. 1 Assault Vest. This is actually a very useful card. Any damage done to the Pokemon discarded attached to from your opponent's active Pokemon, if they have any special energy on it, reduce the damage by 40. So this Cyber Toad with a Muscle Band on it only attacks for 10 instead of attached already. This stops Night March 1-hit KO capabilities. This stops Right Choose 1-hit KO capabilities. So this is really good. I think his name is Harrison11, uses against me in last week's cities, and it just pretty much stopped my deck in its tracks. I was playing Raichu bats. 1 float stone to ensure one of your Pokemon always has free retreat, which is always nice. 2 head ringers for disruption. We run 2 parallel cities. These are pretty cool. These are the Pokemon City Championship stamp parallel cities. They're pretty cool. And pretty much you use it this way, and if you use it this way, your opponent can only play 3 Pokemon on their bench, which is really good. 3 Pokemon is not a lot, especially if you're playing against like a Skyfield deck that needs a lot of Pokemon. 1 dimension value just for Wobbuffet to attack easier, and 1 escape rope because escape rope. I would consider dropping this for Sacred Ash, but that's personal preference. And for the energy, we have 5 lightning for Manectric and 2 sidekick for the Wobbuffets. So that was the deck, guys. Sorry it's kind of short, and I'm not talking with much enthusiasm right now, but I am kind of tired and sick, so hopefully my next video will be better, and until next time, guys, thank you for watching.